But as a chief content officer, I'm gonna drop a couple of hints about who I think will be selected #1 overall and become the leader of this new era. This individual is going to be a force in the men's division for years to come. I've seen his potential for greatness already as one of the biggest names on SmackDown. They could be the next EST, the next American Nightmare, or better yet, carve their own path to lead the new era of WWE. It all starts at the draft when we take the next step in WWE's revolution.
It sounds like the CCO thinks one of SmackDown's top stars might be going #1 overall.
I can't wait for draft night.
let me talk to you.
About what?
You might think you're a big deal with all this talk of #1 draft picks, but let me remind you exactly who the man they call the megastar is. You? So you're not a dummy after all. There's a pecking order around here, so no matter where or when you get drafted, this is still my game. And when draft night is over, you'll hear everybody saying, L.A. Knight. Yeah!
Hey, glad we could finally catch up. It's been an interesting week after what Triple H said on Raw.
What do you mean?
He basically anointed you the first overall pick in the draft. And it's all over social media, too. Everyone thinks you're going #1 to Raw.
Well, it's not a guarantee.
True. Adam Pearce could do something stupid and select someone else. But if tonight is your last night on SmackDown, I just want to wish you good luck.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Oh, and speaking of the draft, just a friendly piece of advice. Make sure you look good up there on that stage.
What are you getting at?
I know in the past you had to wear whatever the office told you to for your non-ring attire. And sometimes you'd even have to wear the same ugly shirt for years on end. But things are different now. Like Hunter said, it's a new era with fewer restrictions. So you can wear whatever casual attire you want to express who you are. Got it?
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
No problem. And hey, if you did lose tonight, maybe that would cause you to slip to me at #2 in the draft. Just saying.
It's a man who might be saying farewell to SmackDown here tonight.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 228 pounds,
He's got to have a lot of emotions as he walks toward the ring. He really built his name here on SmackDown, so it must feel bittersweet if this really is goodbye.
He's a competitor, Saxton, and if he truly is the #1 pick at the draft next week, it's because he worked hard here on SmackDown to earn it. Bittersweet, maybe, but also justified and well-deserved.
The rumors might be swirling, but the battle is in the ring.
Oh, great. It's The Miz.
and his opponent from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds, The Miz!
Well, the one thing we do know about The Miz is that he is living his childhood dream, being a WWE superstar, and he has redefined what it means to be a WWE superstar.
Finally, put a little respect on his name, Saxton. Miz is a reality TV icon, a movie star, Grand Slam champion 2 times over, WrestleMania headliner. Oh, and he's the it couple with MyRise.
While Miz's opponent wants to showcase himself before the draft, you got to think he also wouldn't mind getting a few last shots in on the A-lister as well.
For sure, Cole. During Miz's stint as SmackDown general manager, it seems like he was more interested in making enemies than matches.
I don't think it was intentional, Corey. Some superstars are naturally gifted potential top draft picks. The Miz is a naturally gifted nuisance.
solid punch.
Clean knee to the face.
Accurate roundhouse.
Up top. Following driver. Boom.
Nice.
What are we about to see? Ooh. Crushing hamstring. And Miz perhaps lost a bit of focus there. You can see the dismay on the face of the Miz.
Yeah, Miz is having trouble fighting back.
Enough already.
And he turned it around. Great counter by the Miz.
Now watch this.
Northern Lights. Ow, bam.
Ooh, listen to the impact.
Caught by the back of the elbow.
Trading counters here. Lots of counters from each athlete. Impenetrable defense. A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework. One answer after another. Neither competitor giving an inch. These two reaching a standstill with all these reversals.
Sit out, powerbomb. Turns it into a pin attempt. Two. He narrowly avoids the count.
We'll see if this is the start of a rally.
Manages to reverse it. Drop kick. Headed to the top rope. From the top. Taking a flight to nowhere.
Yeah, and I don't think that's what was in mind there.
I don't know if there was anything in mind there.
He is looking to do some serious harm. Oh, he flips that around.
Unpacks a whelp.
Going for the pin.
An exhausting victory, but a win nonetheless.
Here is your winner, The Miz.
What a huge night we have on Raw with the start of the WWE Draft.
There's rumors this SmackDown superstar will be changing brands as the top pick.
Well, it's not official yet, but it would be a solid choice by Adam Pearce.
I know there's a lot going on tonight with the draft, but I wanted to sneak in a couple interview questions. Is that okay?
No problem, Kathy. It's always good talking with you. What do you want to know?
For anyone who hasn't been paying attention the past couple of years, how would you define your personality?
Everything I do has a purpose. People like to say they're 2 steps ahead. Well, I'm 20. You can't survive on sheer strength and athleticism. You need to be scheming and calculated.
Speaking of looking ahead, what can you say about the rumors that you'll be selected at #1 overall tonight?
I'd say it's something I could use in my favor. Perception is reality, right? Well, if I'm #1, that just makes my opponents perceive me to be that much tougher to beat. I'll use any advantage I can get.
Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you go for now. Thanks again, and good luck with the draft.
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
So how you feeling? You ready for tonight?
I've got all the angles covered. Kind of like this wrestler I used to watch growing up. What was his nickname? The Cerebral Assassin?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I guess he didn't amount to much.
Good one. I gotta get going, but you should be proud of everything you've accomplished to get here. You've earned it. See you out there in a bit.
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick. So let's not wait any longer. With the first pick in the WWE Draft, Raw is honored to select the future of WWE.
There they are, the #1 pick in the WWE Draft, and wow, it's a good one.
Talk about making a splash. Adam Pearce got himself a generational talent.
We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype.
Good luck topping this SmackDown.
Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here.
Talk about ruining a moment.
What the heck?
Who was that?
Oh, where's security?
Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with the authorities to get to the bottom of it, but Hunter says it seems like it was just a random, unstable individual.
Is this how things are handled over here on Raw? Maybe I would have been better off staying on SmackDown.
I assure you that's not the case. You're in good hands with us.
So if it was a random person, what was with that stuff on the Tron?
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have been unrelated technical difficulties. Either way, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Better to focus on the positive and move on.
I can handle my own strategy on how to deal with this. Thanks.
I'll set up a match for you next week on Raw, and it'll be against a local competitor you'll be sure to dominate. After that, no one will be talking about what happened tonight.
Hey, you all right? Not how I imagined draft night going. but we both seen stuff like this in WWE before. On to the next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I appreciate your advice, but I don't think it is. Like I said, on to the next thing.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect way to blow off a little steam.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got promoted, which was definitely based on merit, not because Roman Reigns landed on me at WrestleMania and Triple H felt bad about my numerous injuries, I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our live events.
Congratulations?
You should be congratulating yourself, because I've got my eye on you to be the main attraction for our next big tour.
I appreciate it, Troy. But I'm focused on figuring out who jumped me, and then enacting some very disproportionate revenge.
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect opportunity to sharpen your skills and max out your abilities. Trust me, you won't believe the kind of rewards you'll get with live events.
Fine, Troy. Next time you have a live event opportunity, hit me up.
You're the best. Thanks so much. You'll find me waiting for you when I'm ready to book the next bunch of shows.
Can't wait.
Wow, where did they get this competitor from?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 260 pounds, Adrian Buck!
Wow, this is an awful gimmick. Did either of you ever have one this bad?
Well, one time I teamed up with a guy named Buzz, and we were both barbers.
This I gotta hear.
We were the Buzz Cuts. We had a good run until we lost the Loser Shaves Their Head match to Cole Quinn and Mr. CQ. My hair never quite grew back after that.
I'll say.
The worst part is Mr. CQ never showed up, so we would have had a chance. But Buzz didn't show up either. Come to think of it, Buzz still had his hair the next show. Wait a second.
And his opponent from New York, weighing in at 228 pounds, G.
It's great to hear the crowd give this superstar the reception he deserves, especially after what happened last week.
Absolutely, Saxton. That unexpected attack might have spoiled his draft night, but tonight he's got a chance to make his own lasting impression.
A new era for Raw, and its top draft pick starts right now.
This man is no stranger to a WWE arena, but it's got to feel different stepping into the ring for the first time as the #1 overall draft pick.
I'm sure he does, Byron, but now that the bell's rung, he's not the #1 pick anymore. He's a superstar on Raw who's got to fight and compete just like anyone else.
And he's got a target on his back now. If he doesn't prove he can live up to his reputation, no one's going to care where he is drafted.
Makes it incredibly difficult to walk. And any one of those shots could take you out for good. Return fire on Adrian.
Fireman's carry position across the shoulders. Rolling through. Boom! Anticipated that.
Oh, vicious running knee lift.
Already he's taken on some damage.
Oh, and a knee to the face.
What are we about to... Ooh!
Right to the hamstring.
Every strike more devastating than the last.
Slugging it out, toe-to-toe now.
Oh. Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up. Boom.
And strikes. Wow. Hard punch. Okay, get loose. Have some fun.
And another one.
Inverted face lock applied.
Oh, rolling cutter. Outlook is bad for Buck.
There's two. He's still in this fight.
Man, oh man, what resilience.
He's got to be running on instinct alone.
A new strategy is needed right about now if that couldn't end things. Buck comes right back at him.
Each counter leaving these competitors at a stalemate.
Hard side kick.
And it seems like his head might be the target here.
Moonsault. Here we go. Cover. Two.
What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
The hell? Not this again.
It's the same attacker from the draft.
Where's security? Come on.
I guess he's taking matters into his own hands.
Good. I'm sick of this.
And this time, they're not getting away.
The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Tony D'Angelo from NXT?
Not surprised with his track record.
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
That's enough! Sit down and stay there.
What are we gonna do with him?
We're going to get some answers, and we're going to get them right now.
You have no idea.
I have a lot of ideas. And now we're going to start figuring out which one of them is accurate. Start talking.
The new era has arrived.
I know you're known for these types of attacks, but why did you target me? Jealous that I was the #1 pick and you weren't even drafted?
It's not always about you. It's about us. Them. All of them.
How'd you mess with the Tron? Got someone from your family helping you out?
Make the right choices, and maybe you'll find out someday.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking mafia wannabe out of here!
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Well, looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
I think so too. I don't think D'Angelo would do this on his own. Whether it's his family or someone else behind the scenes, there's gotta be other people involved.
Exactly. And the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
One draft pick hoping to shut down their attacker.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 228 pounds,
There's an extra degree of intensity from this superstar tonight. It looks like he's determined to put an end to Tony D'Angelo's attacks once and for all.
I'm sure he is, Saxton. This is a true grudge match. D'Angelo messed with the wrong guy here.
The mask is off, the gloves are off, and any moment we'll be off too.
It is time for the Don to make that money.
And his opponent, representing the family, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 240 pounds, Tony D'Angelo.
D'Angelo, a former All-American wrestler, now taking over all of WWE.
That's pretty impressive, given his family's background in waste management. Tony's faced hardship, attacks, even incarceration during his time in NXT, but he has continued to thrive.
A dangerous man inside the ring, and from what I've heard, pretty dangerous outside of it, too.
You cannot deny the explosiveness of Tony D'Angelo. We're certainly no strangers to surprise attacks and deceptive actions, but this match feels especially personal.
You're not wrong, Cole. I'm honestly impressed the #1 pick had the self-control to face Tony D'Angelo in the ring rather than roughing the jabroni up backstage.
D'Angelo ruined 2 big nights, and tonight his target is looking to ruin Tony D'Angelo. Uh-oh, this is not going to end well. Nice suplex.
Oh, that got turned around on D'Angelo. Oh, that right there will rock you. Bang! He finds a counter.
Hold on a second. He might be finding a submission hold here.
It's hooked in deep. His body's overcome.
Nice escape.
Oh, drop kick right on the patella.
Deliberate attack with intentions of cutting down their base.
Poorly timed offense there.
Averting danger with an elbow to the stomach.
Mounted palm strikes. Just going all out with every blow. What a counter by Tony.
Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched. The Sheik, can he do it here? The ref calls it off. He's on the ropes. Bang! Crucial counter there. And another one.
Ooh, stinging kick.
Double knees. Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows.
And a stop to the gut, too. Tony timed that one.
And Tony didn't see that coming.
Inverted face lock applied. Rolling cutter.
D'Angelo down, and he might be out.
Cover. Kicks out. Just kicked out.
I don't know how he just kicked out, and I'll tell you what, I don't really think he knows either.
And there needs to be a refocus now. That was the moment that could have ended things. A moment that's being replayed in their heads right now. Out on the apron.
Oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be really bad.
A back suplex right onto the apron. Looking to go up high. From the top.
Whoa, look out. Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
Yank right off the apron.
Oh, no. He's pumped up, and so is this crowd. Here's a combo of strikes.
Rights and lefts, elbows, knees, all of them lethal.
Boom, right to the chest.
Oh, you can pick up your teeth in section 112.
Ooh, what a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent. Uh-oh.
Reversal. And that turns things around.
And just in time, he gets out of there. That's going to hurt.
Wasting no time. Shoulders are down. This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Tony D'Angelo and whatever this was all about.
Now what?
Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Trick Williams from behind. What is happening?
And now Tony D'Angelo's recovered and joining the NXT champion. Clearly D'Angelo wasn't acting alone in all of this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Adam Pearce is trying to intervene.
Nikita Lyons with a chair.
And Pearce goes down too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
What the?
Bayley and KO are part of this? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Nick Aldis, and we're gonna work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said about Triple H.
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
I don't know what to believe at this point. I do know Punk was right about being careful who we trust, though.
I know. It seems like Bayley and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
Then it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who could step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from... They're from a rival promotion.
Okay, but how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We grew up together. When you know someone for that long, there's a trust that's been built up for years.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Wow, you came all the way to Japan to see me? Must really be desperate for help against NXT.
Isn't fighting a rebellious mutiny exactly what lifelong best friends are for?
I thought they were more for exchanging birthday cards and the occasional random text. But maybe we could branch out.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
Well, turns out I've been working on a handshake agreement here, so it shouldn't be too hard to wiggle my way out of it. I'm in.
Great. We need to get started right away.
Okay, just hang on a minute. I do have one more match obligation to fulfill here tonight. Then we'll get started.
All right. You do that, and I'll get to strategizing.
Haven't changed a bit. So, this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need this space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy, but for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this, wrestling for the competition, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best. Which, in my case, is being... bold and brash.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
We need to hit them harder than they hit us. Punch them right in the mouth so they know who they're messing with. They showed up here and caused chaos? Okay. We go to NXT and do the same thing, but worse.
I would have leaned toward having a more thought-out plan, but your way could work too. Let's do it.
You ready?
We're gonna punch them right in the mouth.
Let's do this. What the hell?
Well, hello there. Have a good flight down. We were expecting you.
We were not expecting you.
For the uninitiated here, I'm Troy Simpkin, former WWE producer, now NXT Mutiny's top producer. We knew you'd be coming and we outsmarted you. NXT is clearly not broadcasting here tonight, and instead has moved to a secret, undisclosed location.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm afraid not. Man, you should see the looks on your faces.
Can I strangle him? I want to strangle him.
I'm just the messenger.
Well, we came all the way here. We're not gonna leave empty-handed.
I think I see where this is going.
Yeah. We're taking Troy with us. He clearly knows more than he's letting on, and we can use him as a bargaining chip.
You're calling the shots.
This really isn't necessary. I'm just a producer. I'm clueless.
We know. You're coming with us.
Please be gentle.
NXT Mutiny. You one-upped us. Well played moving the location of your show. But if you think you outsmarted us, think again. See, I've brought in someone to help even the sides, and she had a brilliant idea.
That's right. We have borrowed your top producer, Troy Simpkin. Say hello, Troy.
Hello? Help, please?
All right, that's enough. So, NXT Mutiny. If you want Troy back, show up to Raw and fight us. I have my debut match later tonight, and your buddy Troy will be out there at ringside.
And unlike you, we're not going to run and hide. We're going to be exactly where we say we are.
See you soon.
Please show up.
Here she is, making her WWE debut with what seems to be a 50% willing entourage.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Pyongyang, North Korea,
Most would want all eyes on them for their WWE debut, but she seems fine sharing the spotlight.
She's not sharing the spotlight, Saxton. That's a watchtower searchlight. She and her partner are letting former WWE producer Troy Simpkin know that there's no escape from captivity.
A bold debut so far. Let's see how she fares in the ring.
Zelina might be little, but she is fierce.
And her opponent, representing the LWO from Queens, New York, Zelina Vega!
A quick-witted dynamo. Vega is full of surprises in the ring and on the microphone.
As a 15-year veteran, this is not some underdog to overlook.
The first ever queen of the ring, as hard-nosed as they come, but always does so with poise and grace.
Carries herself with immense pride for both her culture and in-ring abilities.
I had heard this new addition to the WWE roster has a take no prisoners mentality, but she seems to be bending her own rules here tonight.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, Saxton. Now, former WWE producer Troy Simkin may not be well-liked, but it's the bait they're using to draw Mutiny out.
The question now is whether Mutiny will bite the hook and how any of this may impact the fight going forward.
Just got thrown around like a sack of you-know-what.
She gets bounced into the corner. Wicked clothesline. Man. Uh-oh. Headbutt. Ooh. She fights back with the counter. And she had Zelina's number there. Oh, my, what a splash. A kick out, and you can see the frustration starting to build.
Just using the adrenaline to stay in the match. We're no closer to a winner just yet.
And Zelina finding herself on the defensive.
Yeah, some flaws in Zelina's game plan are being exposed. Going head-to-head, putting each other to the test. Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down. Oh!
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this. Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
Whoa, she's got her pin. She kicks out with authority.
She's not going quietly into the good night here, making things very interesting.
Got the knees up just in time.
Big overhand. Able to save herself there.
Counters.
And now she's feeling the energy from the crowd.
Totally out of it. She's a perfect target.
Look at Vega taking in all the energy from the crowd.
Ooh. Ah, what a neck breaker.
Hellacious power slam.
Boom!
She's being derailed here.
It speaks to the intensity of this match. It has been a very rough affair so far.
Up handle suplex. And Zelina reverses it. Oh, rover on a kick. And she reversed it. And here we go.
Brutal knee right to the face. Zelina is in big, big trouble.
Into the cover. Near fall.
Within inches of victory, only to have it snatched away.
This match just keeps getting more and more exciting.
Is there still enough left to try that maneuver once more? Setting it up.
All the way up for a suplex. No. Wiggles free. From behind. Chop block. Uh-oh. Catches them with a jawbreaker.
A clinic of counters being put on by these competitors. We're seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining a foothold.
The pack.
Uh-oh.
Late in the match.
That's gotta be it.
Turns the tables. Shoulders down. And she wins. That is a huge victory.
Here is your winner,
What a debut. She not only showed off the fearless, relentless approach we'd heard about, but also secured a huge win in her first match here at WWE.
And right in front of NXT's own Troy Simpkin.
Can't believe my plan didn't work.
We both thought Mutiny actually cared about Troy. But like they said, I guess he's just a worthless twit.
Hey, I'm standing right here. And I'm just as shocked as you are that Mutiny didn't ride in on their white horses to save their prince. I wonder if I can get my old job back. Can either of you put in a word with Triple H?
We need to find something NXT actually cares about to lure them into a fight. Otherwise, they're going to keep dodging us.
What about their precious Unity Tag Team Championships? If kidnapping Troy didn't work, maybe we could title nap those?
You might be onto something there. But how are we going to find out where they're broadcasting from?
I could help with that. If you put in a good word for me.
Yeah, sure. What can you tell us?
I may have been on a group text that mentioned the undisclosed location of their shows. But first I'll need reassurances.
Troy? Disclose it. Now.
Okay. Fine.
Another successful Unity title defense for Alexis King and JC Jane.
Hang on, we have some visitors from the Raw and SmackDown side.
How'd they find out where we are? Did you tell them, Saxton?
It wasn't me, but they're taking the fight to the champions.
Good. It's about time.
It looks like we're going to have an impromptu brawl on our hands. This is an incredibly bold move to come down here and bring the fight to Mutiny.
It's bold and brilliant, Cole. Attacking in an undisclosed location, the Unity champs were totally complacent. They let their guard down, and now they're paying the price.
I still can't figure out how they found us. Do you think my phone might have been hacked? And if so, do you think Mutiny would hold that against me?
Ooh. Oh, knee right to the spine. Ooh. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Knee right to the face.
Just never had a chance to block any of those.
Mounted palm strikes.
Clearly an attack that very few superstars can perform with such ease.
In the corner, pass. Setting up for something here.
Alexis King takes a vicious buckle suplex.
And JC's nailed with a stun gun.
The champs are down.
Where are they headed now?
They're grabbing the Unity titles.
I think they're leaving with them.
And the champs can't do anything about it.
They've come in here and stolen the NXT Unity Tag Team Championships. I love it.
Score one for Raw and SmackDown.
I saw what you did by invading NXT's secret location and acquiring their Unity Championships. Bold move.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny. We've known each other since we were kids.
I know all about you. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it. So this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
We understand your stance, but we don't have to agree with it. We're going to do everything we can to stop mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Here are the borrowers of the Unity titles.
You gotta love the swagger to walk into this arena holding those two belts they didn't even earn.
Hey, they are the current Unity tag title holders. It's just in this case, I mean that literally. They are holding the titles.
Guys, I cannot overstate the importance of this match here tonight.
Of course not, Michael. Anytime the tag titles are on the line, the match takes on a whole new level of importance.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. Lexis King and Jane have successfully defended their Unity titles multiple times. You can bet they're itching to reclaim their stolen belts tonight.
Yeah, but those defenses were practically gift-wrapped with hand-picked opponents in favorable locations. Tonight, they face a real challenge.
We will see. These two new allies have a history, but the big question is, can they gel in an official match and walk away with some hardware?
She counters it. Man. Fist directly to the gut.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
Oh, and it's reversed. Counters to gain the advantage. Uh-oh, hazardous part of town here on the apron. On the apron.
collision like that could mark a turning point for this entire match. Oh, stop to the tummy.
Tummy?
Action spilling toward us. This is probably a good time to take our things and go.
Wow! That was a vicious display. You can almost see the disdain in their eyes.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
Boom!
Flat out power. Power bomb, and then...
Oh, knee to the face.
Misses the target.
Oh, my God. Springboard, but nobody home.
Setting it up. Boom! Tagged in here. Right to the knee.
The challenger unable to stay out of harm's way.
Ooh.
Our official got caught in the line of fire. Turns the tides with a knee to the abdomen. Kick to the gut.
Looking to seal the deal, guys.
And the champ doesn't even let the count start.
Doesn't bode well if you still can't get more than a 1 count by now. For a pump handle coming.
Boom! Incredible suplex.
In full control of their opponent with more in mind. Discus punch.
In off the tag. In off the tag. Tag made. Uh-oh.
We're gonna see it.
Power. Sit out. Power bomb. No muss, no fuss on that delivery. Someone clearly doesn't want this match to go on much longer than it has to.
Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lex is king with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
Is that the producer who was wrapped up in all this?
I think so. Seems like he's working against NXT Mutiny now.
Hold on. Spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Troy, the producer.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now, taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you used that goofball Troy to find where Mutiny was hiding and then win their Unity titles. Well done.
I guess Troy's show of loyalty in our match was enough to get his job back.
And we discouraged Mutiny from trying to hide from us. They said from now on, they'll be back at the Performance Center.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldis and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
We spoke to him, and he insisted it's what's best for business. I guess we have to take him for his word at this point.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any Mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?